The town of Malartic, Quebec was literally sitting on a gold mine.
And we started drilling in March 2005, and after the first 30 holes we thought, this is remarkable. We think we have 500,000 ounces that's showing up here in a low-grade bulk tonnage scenario. Little did we know at the end of the day we would be looking at 10.7 million ounces in in-pit reserves with another 2 million ounces in resources.
Sean Roosen says other producers probably didn't go after the gold because it was under the town. They may not have wanted to take on that challenge. Getting community support was critical when Osisko Mining Corporation decided to go ahead with the project.
We had diamond drills set up in people's backyards, and we were drilling 24/7 within the town limits, and we continued to work like that. But the town has a rich mining history. They wanted to see industry back in town, and they went the extra mile to really accommodate us and encourage us to proceed with the project.
Une aventure fantastique pour une ville, avec des hauts et des bas, et avec des gens qui ont dû composer avec plein de contraintes. Et ça a été une véritable renaissance pour la ville de Malartic quand il y a eu l'ouverture de la mine.
The first challenge for Osisko was moving the houses that sat on the land to be developed.
In 2007, we started looking at the relocation of 205 houses and 6 institutional buildings. Within that group, there was a lot of issues to resolve in terms of building a school for 425 children, which is one of the first green schools to be built in the province.
Among other projects, Osisko also built a long-term care facility for 60 residents, a daycare for 120 children, and a civic center in town.
All in that portion of the project was about $180 million worth of infrastructure and residential relocations.
But it wasn't just about moving buildings. It was about moving people, some who had lived in the same place for 40 or 50 years. The families and their houses were moved to a new subdivision built by Osisko. The remaining 75 houses were purchased and demolished. Once the houses were moved, the project progressed quickly.
So it's an 18-and-a-half-month construction cycle for a 60,000 ton a day capacity mill. Currently engineered for 55,000 but being expanded to 60,000, so it's a remarkable mine build in terms of timing.
The mine is now in operation and is slated to produce 650,000 ounces of gold in 2012. They will need to move 250,000 tons of rock every day.
Right now we're building a new crushing plant. So we're having a gyratory hula crusher, and we're going to install a secondary hula crushing plant, which is going to be 2 cone crushers, and actually those cone crushers are going to be the biggest cone crusher on the planet.
Eventually, the pit will be 3 kilometers long by almost 900 meters wide and 400 meters deep.
Now that we are in operation, our challenge is to reduce the impact of the mining operations in the community. So it's an everyday job, but everybody here at Osisko knows that we are close to the community and we have to do things differently. Every day we are present in the community, listening to the people, giving them information and working with them.
The Canadian Malartic project was a huge undertaking that Denis Simon says some skeptics thought could not be done.
Well, you're never going to be able to drill in town. It's impossible, but it was done. Then after that, you're never going to be able to finance such a big project. Being a junior company, that's impossible, and it was done. Then, well, you're never going to be able to build a team to construct and to operate the mine. It's impossible. And it was done.
Well, I think this is a project that somehow has had its own ambiance since the very beginning. It's always been a very positive project. It always had good rhythm, and it seemed to really come together. Every time we thought we were running into a hurdle, we would get around it. And I think that people enjoy working on things that move fast and get done, and where there's quality work being done.